I'm waiting here. Sing for me sweet lullabies. Bright nights, an everlasting darksome days. Bright nights, I'm wearing the stain you made on me. And I wait, and I wait, and I wait, and I wait for the bright nights to lead my way through the maze.
Yep, I'm lurking. I feel like lurking today. I've got my fun hat on. I was gonna put my asshole hat on. This is what I call my asshole hat. So if I'm just gonna talk about crap that pisses me off, I think this one is the hat to wear. But I don't know if Kai would appreciate that very much. But welcome. Hopefully you're hearing me. Let's see. Everything looks good. I got a good waveform there. But had a little fun with the thumbnail today. So I'm glad you appreciate it. Hopefully you appreciate it. Oh, I'm actually going to change out this video here. I've got a little video clip that I stole off the internet. Gotta find it though. Hold on here. It's in my downloads. Where is it? Oh, there we go. I do a lot of I guess you can't steal it if nobody cares that you have it. So I should probably rename it too. Let's rename this one. No. We don't want to remove it. We just want to rename it. You gotta be careful. You gotta be really careful with so this is the no. This is the let's see here. This is the all right, let's let that stick there. You hit enter. There we go. Let's see if it plays. There it is. Oh, there's the video right there. Oh. This is by no means a promo for anybody. There we go, a little Action 4. So yeah, I thought I'd give him a little love because nobody's given him much love lately. So hey, so welcome, Yellow Rose Steve Jones in the house. Oh, I appreciate the. I'm waiting for the new mini. When the new mini comes out, I'm gonna send that. I'm gonna send that sucker. I still haven't sent. Okay, for the Ruko. I'm not done with the Ruko yet. I'm giving this guy some. I'm giving this guy. I know the Ruko's been around. This is like a 3-year-old drone. The Ruko / Gim 2 has been around forever, and they keep changing it. It's like a drone with multiple personalities, but it's really not that bad. So that's what I want to do. Is I want to send it out. I'm still gonna fly an 8,000 foot. I'm gonna fly an 8,000 foot flight just to show you that it can do it. And I am gonna try to hopefully keep my cool during that whole flight. Oh, but hey, I told Ruko that when you gave it to me, I'm gonna have fun with it, and they said, "Fine, do it. We don't care. We just want you to fly it and just show people that it freaking can do stuff, and it can." So if it couldn't, guys, I don't know if you remember a while ago, I had well, first of all, I had I had the I can't remember the names. There was a J something, and then I put it up in the air. Like, I was so excited to get it out of the box. It was a lot like this one. And I'm like, all right, these guys gave me a good drone. I'm going to fly it. I put it on the back of my truck. I got it all freaking calibrated. I took off, and the drone literally went, it flew away. It was going towards a busy highway. It was, a Friday afternoon, so the road is just packed with people going home. I crash landed to save my butt. Oh my gosh, that was so crappy. And then I got another one that came in a really cool package. Like I said, I don't even remember the names of these things because the names don't matter. And it was, it was, and I'd watched a review by RC Sailors, and I'm like, oh my God, this isn't going to be good. And I put it up in the air, and I'm flying towards the, they call the pinnacle of death. The video is all yellow. It starts breaking up on me about 3,000 feet. And it just starts to just be an absolute disaster of a flight. I get quiet. And, when I'm quiet, there's something wrong, I'm like, I'm like, what am I going to say? And then literally at that point, I stop, analyzing it, and I'm like, this is a piece of crap. It's a piece of crap. It's a piece of crap. And I'm flying it, just trying to figure out anything good I can think of. And it gets back, and I'm like, you know what? This video is going up exactly like it happened. I am not going to give these guys, I don't care what it costs. I think that was like a $400 or $500 drone. And I'll see if I can find the picture of it. It's still being sold, and it's a beware, do not buy it kind of drone. I think it's even on Amazon. So let me see if I can find it on Amazon. Obviously, I'm not talking about drones today, guys. I'm going to talk about cameras because while I'm trying to find this, I am an absolute camera hell right now. I've got a hell of a bunch of cameras, and all of those cameras there are at the end of their lifespan. So this one here has gotten the massive amount of use. This Pocket 2, I love this camera. This is one, when it came out, I immediately took it out of the box and used it. I used the crap out of it. This one, I never put enough effort into it. I think it's because the viewing screen is so small on it. But with the 1-inch camera mod, this is actually one of the best cameras you can own. Okay, so look at it. It just fainted. And then I was really late for the party for this bad boy right here. This is the Action 1. This thing is bulletproof. If you're gonna if you want to strap something onto a wheel or backside of your car and you just don't want it, you don't care if it breaks, this is what you want to put on there. This is the Osmo Action 1. Decent video, but for today, in today's standards, it's not very good. It's 1/2.3. It's exactly the same sensor that's in that's in my Ruko over there, and the F11. It's the same sensor. I think it's a 1/2.3. That's the Hero 6 with a UV filter on it. This actually puts out some serious good video, but there's absolutely no stabilization in this. I bought it right before the Hero 7. Then they stabilized it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I missed that party. But this one's really good. The battery's kind of sucky. I guess I can get batteries for it, but it's past its lifespan. And then the Action 2 got zero love. This one, everybody just kind of said, you know, just stay away from it. And I was late for the party. I didn't get on it right away. And when I finally got it, I noticed that was pretty good. But it's quirky. But this thing is the most usable camera. This is the most usable, user-friendly, tiny little screen. But I even modified it. This actually is that's the control wheel right there for the Pocket 1. Right there. So that's the Pocket 1 control wheel. And because I like the buttons and the usability, you can just flick it back and forth. They go left and right and then up and down on there. So if you're really vlogging, that's what you want to have. But yeah, so I actually ordered the extended battery for this. It was like $23. It's that cheap because so you know that the Pocket 3 is coming out. So here's my dilemma. Anyway, GoPro sucks. Here we go. Here's the feed. That's what I was waiting for. I love cameras, as you can see, and I use them a lot. The best webcam is the one I'm using right now. This is the Brio. This is by far the most glorious web camera that you could ever own. Love it. Look at this. If you can make me look good, this camera has got to be the best camera ever. And they fire sale them right now. But for the one camera I am missing is not there, and Kai actually bought it. It's the Sony ZV-1, but it's a ZV-1 / I forget, is it the F or something? Hold on, let me find this crappy drone first. So let me just find. I'll put in Ruko, and this piece of crap's going to come up. Because it's not. They probably own it. They probably own the patent on it or something. I don't know. Just garbage. Let me see if I can. Oh, there it is, right there. Oh, here we go. Here you go. I got to share this with you. Here we go. Share screen. There it is. The Nemesis, the B-Wine F7. Oh my God, this is an absolute piece of garbage. It looks so good coming out of the box. It used this, actually, that controller is what the F11s were using. But the camera sucks. The video is yellow. You see this right here? That's actually real. That's real right there. That is a real image that comes out of it. And it's not fall. So think of this image as being Colorado in the springtime or the summer, but it's yellow. That is at least they didn't lie about that. But what a piece of crap. People are still trying to get $500 for that. And they must have 1,000 of them. The controller's actually pretty good. It's got a decent controller, pretty solid, good phone mount on it, but the drone itself is garbage. It flies like garbage. It is garbage. And, it's just, it's trash. So, that's all I can tell you. But then the GoPro 12 videos started to come out. Get this thing somewhere where it's not hanging in my face. There we go. Can't be freaking upstaging Dad and Random. It cropped it out pretty good here. Let me uncrop some of this here. Let me take some of the crop out of that right there. Let's take some of the crop out. Let's get some more of that video to show up. There we go. We could put it on the other screen, but yeah, we can go to share. Yeah, let's just leave it right there. But anyway, this is the Action 4 footage, but GoPro 12 came out, and everybody started to bag on it. So you got Jim, you're already GoPro sucks. Action 1 is crap. Action 1 is crap. You really think the Action 1 is crap? It's got, guys, this was state of the art. Okay. This was state of the art when it came out. This thing here had front screen. It has crappy low light. If you're going to make through this and do anything, once the sun goes down, you're screwed with this one. But really good touchscreen on it. Excellent sound, really good audio, good filtering, but decent battery. I've never had any overheating problems with this one. So I don't know. I guess that's an issue that we could come to not agree on. But yeah, you're either a GoPro guy or you're not. But some of us are going to get that GoPro 12, the Hero 12, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on it eventually here, but whether it's worth anything, because I'm not giving you my thoughts like I want you to buy it or sell it or buy it or not buy it. I'm just want to give you my personal thoughts of why I'm going to either go with one or another. And you might find out that I'm not going to go with any of them. And a lot of people are saying that I'm not going to go with this, or, the GoPro 11, and it is, the GoPro 11 is pretty much the same thing. There are not a lot of things that I would consider to be upgrades, but that's not why I wouldn't buy it, because the price is actually pretty decent. I think right now they got a really good deal. Let me get this piece of trash off my freaking screen here so I don't have to look at it anymore. Let's see, let's go GoPro Hero 11. But a lot of the things that are being discussed on the GoPro 12 is just a complete repeat of the GoPro 11. So if you already have a GoPro 11 right now, you are literally sitting with a GoPro 12. So you're basically sitting with the GoPro 12, and for $345, so $50 more, you can, that thing's going to come down in price too. You know that. But 5.3 K60 Ultra HD. It's got Ultra HD. It's got the 8x7 square view. You can get that. It's got the mod, the Ultra mod. It has decent. But it has GPS. And you guys that like GPS, I understand that you're going to sacrifice GPS. But if you stay with the 11, you don't have to sacrifice GPS. If you buy the Action 4, you're not going to sacrifice the GPS. So, that's kind of what you're battling right now is, if you want to save that, and then if you want a ton of battery, I was so close today of clicking the button, because I'm due for a change. I change cameras like I change the screens on my live stream, because you enhance your channel when you add a different look. And then of course, obviously you got to edit really well. I'm not going to stick this on a drone, so don't think I'm going to buy an Action 12 and stick it on a drone. I'm not going to do that. I'm not looking for a camera to stick on a drone. I got what? 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras that can go on a drone sitting right next to me right now. I've got and we all have the DJI O3s, and that's already a drone camera. So anyway, Insta360. I really haven't looked at Insta360s this year. And I think Maddie said he was looking for the 1-inch Leica mod. They have a 1-inch Leica sensor for this. And this is like, if this had the 1-inch Leica lens mod, this thing is probably the best action camera you can buy for the sensor size. So that's assuming you own that. This is actually a really interesting camera, because for $250, this has got the, what do they call it? The boost lens. This is the 4K boost lens. So you get the wide view. So you can boost this sucker and get that super wide, that wide 5.6K video. So, and that's for $250. So if you want to save money, go buy that for $250 and get the boost lens. But, as far as the usability, you have to be like eagle eye to be able to use this touchscreen. And then of course you have to have the module right there to get audio into this thing. But once you do, it picks the audio up pretty good. And then of course I go ahead and I put the Fulium X5 on it. So for that one, let me show you what I do with that one. So for that one, I basically just do one of these. I just take this puppy right here. This is the X5 module, the little wireless module, and you just stick it on like that, and bang! Now you've got a wireless camera with a magnetic wireless mic. So, and you can completely adjust this, put it in stereo mode, put it in mono mode, whatever you want. But if I have 3 different ways right now I can go and just vlog, man on the street, or go down and vlog with vlog with the drone. So that's what I do with that one. I do the same thing with the action. So you add the wireless. I still might go and buy the DJI wireless. I mean, I like this, and I actually let my daughter use this for one of her videos, one of her cooking videos. I might just give this to her because it hooks up to an iPhone really nice, and it sounds really good. I really liked her videos that she watched. I might just give this to her and then go get the DJI mic system, and then add it to any one of those cameras. So the only one you can't add it to is the 6. The 6 is really crap at this point. If you're just going to take video and you want to just sync it up with something, the video quality coming out of this thing is still first rate. So you a GoPro fan, the GoPro, and this is like 5 years old or 6 years old, and then you stick a UV filter on it, and let me tell you, you go out in the desert here, and this camera looks like you could fool people and they would think that you were using a better camera than you were using. I wouldn't even tell them, man, it's a GoPro 6. But I do put an external mic on that, but the sound is crap. And then plus I've gotten the popping sound. If you've heard anybody talk about the popping sound. But let's see here. Ario says 6K. Thank you, Jim. I was wrong. So 6K and then you stick the 1-inch mod on it. So anyway, I mean, okay, whatever we all like. I mean, obviously from this stream, we all have different likes, and that's what we expect. I mean, there's none of us that are going to agree what the best camera is. None of us, unless you're like shooting with a real camera, like a mirrorless and then you will say what the best camera is, because there are way better cameras. To me, the perfect camera would be a mirrorless camera with a front screen, and about maybe 22 to 50 millimeters right there. Bam. Perfect vlogging distance. You can set it up, blur your background, and then really good sound. You take a mic system like this. Now you got a vlogging camera. That's, about 55 millimeter. Some people they'll get the really big expensive lenses that'll give them like 70, 120 millimeters. They'll get the freaking big old lens for it and spend $1,000. They'll spend $2,000 for the lens and $2,000 for the camera. They got $5,000 rig they're carrying around. Let's see. You got cheaper version, 200 has 1 mic receiver. Yeah, that's Jim. I don't need the 2 mics. This one just came with it. And I am a very frugal buyer. So if I am going to buy the DJI, which I need an upgrade for, because the one that came with this one is kind of has a weak transmitter. So if you get out further, and every once in a while I do. So if I'm out with a drone and I'm standing out with it, and this is shooting from a distance, I have had audio breakups, and I can't have that. My time is more valuable than that. So that's my biggest problem with this. So I have to stay within, I would say, within 100 feet right now. With the new DJI, with the new version of the mic, it's like 300 feet. So I would be easily within the range of that. So, but yeah, we all have different preferences here, and all of us are right. I mean, we're all right. Nobody's wrong here. I mean, if there's somebody in here still shooting with this, you're right too. This is basically a cage setup. Let me show you this one. This is actually a pretty interesting camera and nothing special. So this one here is my Hero 6, and I bought a case for it because I was really using it a lot. I didn't have another camera. This was the only one I had. And anyway, it's got a little tightening screw, so you can tighten it in there. Usually I take the doors off and just chuck them, because this one actually is nice because there's not a lot of these where you can flip open the door and actually access the card. Well, not the card. The card in this one's in the battery bay, but this one has the charging bay and everything in there. But it also, you have to plug in the big contraption to this. I do have the big contraption. I don't know where I put it. I'm not going to get it. But anyways, this thing has a mic freaking adapter that's the size of freaking St. Louis. It's horribly huge, big waist. So they did screw us over with that. But other than that, I wonder if this thing will turn on. Probably will. Yeah, she still turns on. So there, yeah. So this is the original menu system, and I got it set for wide, and then this one has super view, so you can get really super wide view. But great camera still. There's absolutely nothing. There's absolutely no reason why anybody couldn't use this. 4K 30 super view. There's no stabilization, but other than that, I mean, it's very usable. So there's all the. I mean, really, their menu system stayed the same, but the audio sucks. The audio. This was not made for audio. It was made to just get stock video. But look at that, really good yet. And I did break the screen, but it still works great. Oops, I didn't pushing the wrong button. That's the burst. Let's see, time lapse, and there's video mode there. The hell, I can't even read the dang thing on there. Yeah, I just got to hold the button down. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, it's loud. I got that set up. So anyway. You know, if you still are shooting with this puppy, there's nothing wrong with you. I can't sell it because nobody wants it. So you just keep it. You know, I just put it in the archives of, hey, this was one of my cameras at one time where I started. But if you look at some of my early videos where I'm just vlogging with my dog, Steve, it's better video than you'll see now sometimes because the color science is really good. And for you guys that are like GoPro people, I really do like the GoPro color science. I like the more vivid colors that the GoPro gives you. It gives you a little bit brighter, less dark, kind of color. Hey, Steve. Hey, appreciate that. Appreciate you popping in. I'm not a huge Instagrammer, but I just try to use it. I'm not definitely TikTok, all that stuff. You can't do it all. That's what I learned a long time ago. And I concentrate on YouTube and I concentrate on Twitter, and that's it. It doesn't mean that I don't Instagram post. I do a lot of reposting on there. My daughter's really heavy in Instagram. I'm trying to talk her into doing some long form video, but hey Johnny, how you doing? God, everybody's popping in today. It must be the time that I decided to pop in. I don't have a lot of issues or things that I got to do today. So, but let's get into some of the things that kind of got me thinking about this stream today. And this, there are plenty of really good channels out there that are going to do really good. So I'm probably not going to do a standard review. A long time ago, I kind of messed around with camera reviews, and I just don't have the knowledge to really make a camera review. I don't know. I'm a user. I guess I could say, I can give the user's perspective, but, I think people want a little bit more, and people are very camera fickle. But I do understand the colors and I understand the different modes that they use. I understand the basics of photography, that kind of thing. But I think for a review, I can just say, hey, I'm using the whatever today. But I am still, I'm in the market for a camera this year. And I think Kai told it best. I think he's a really good budget shopper, and he knows that when Black Friday shows up, we've got some deals coming, and then just another couple of months, that all of these cameras are going to have some kind of sweet deal. And so you either jump on it. Like if I was going to do a review, I would have jumped on the GoPro 12 already, or the Action 4 for that matter. But I'm not going to review it that way. So by the time I get it, it's going to be a everyday camera. Okay. It's going to be one that I'm going to take out in the field. I'm going to stick on a tripod. And, so yeah. Yeah. Guys, one of the things that hasn't been said yet and has been kind of suggested is the third version of this camera. If the third version of this comes out and it has the DJI mic system, I might have to go this way, because this camera is mostly one that's pretty much on a stand, and and I can vlog with it, but most of the time this thing is just going to be stationary. And I really do like it. I like the form factor, and but you know me, I always tell you I'm not going to do something, and then next thing you know, I'm sitting with a GoPro 4 or a Action 4, a GoPro 12, or whatever number that we're at today. But yeah, and I'm really stuck between two things, looking at the 12 and the Action 4. Okay, so if I were to buy one of those today, I'm going to tell you which one I'm going to buy. I would buy for sure, because of. And one of the things I would buy is the DJI Action 4. And this is why I would buy that camera over the GoPro 12 right now. One is DJI tends to make a solid camera right away, with the exception of the GoPro 3, which in a couple of reviewers' mind, some of the reviewers that I really respect, ones that have given true reviews, they saw a problem with it, and then a solution. It was a flawed camera, and there were no solutions that were put out immediately. I think they had a manufacturing issue with the lens. I think that they accidentally had a lens issue, and it was a problem. And that was, it was corrected with some software. But that correction, for a lot of people, wasn't enough. Okay, so it was a little bit of focusing issue. Okay, that was the claim. I don't know if the focusing issue was on just a certain batch of those cameras, because I know you know for a fact that if you bought an Action 3 today, a new Action 3, one in the more recent production phase, that they probably fixed that, because they just couldn't afford to keep selling a flawed device. So I'm sure it was fixed, and then I fixed the previous version with some software, with just some sharpening because there was some focus issues. But it's microscopic focus. So if you were just vlogging with it and you had the camera at arm's length, you probably couldn't tell. But anyway. So there was that. Other than that, though, what went into that camera was pretty amazing. The 10-bit and all that. So now, I have no problem with the Action 2. I actually vlogged the last couple of bike trips with this. I've got the chest mount, bang, easy. It's got really awesome audio. You got both mics in your face. You got a back screen to check to make sure it's going. I just flip it down. Yeah. Very good. This is not going anywhere. As far as this is my problem. As far as the climate that I live in a very hot summer climate. This camera dies in the heat. And more than the Osmo Pocket will die too. but it takes a lot more heat. So this one tends to stay cooler longer, but it's not perfect. It will eventually gets a gimbal shake. You know it's overheating because your video starts to go, and then I know I'm screwed. And then I have to come back and reshoot. So that's the problem with those. What's happening now is they are starting to eliminate the heat issue, or at least they're starting to address the heat issue with the GoPro 12, which I'm telling you, I like the color science better. If I took this camera and put it next to this camera in the desert, this one will have a little bit better color science, something that I would enjoy. So if I put the pictures up, not the pictures, but the video, like a still video, I would enjoy this a little bit more because I love the more poppy colors. This one tends to make a more, we call a realistic cinematic look. So not a lot of over sharpening. You see, how my face is kind of soft. The lens is doing that. I mean, my face is a mess. So what this does is that it softens the image and it makes it more conducive to filmmakers. So this appeals to filmmakers more. This one appeals to action sports enthusiasts more because of the colors. They like the poppy color. They like the way the landscape looks, especially. So you get those two things going on now. Of course, if you put these side by side, everybody's going to be different. Some people are not going to like this, they're not going to like this poppy color like I like. So anyway, you got that, those kinds of differences between the two. What I really like about the action or the pocket is literally because it's a pocket. It's tiny. I mean, the whole pocket setup I've had that I carry around and I shoot most of my videos with fit inside this little tiny bag right here. I carry this little bag everywhere, and now I'm adding an extended battery. This is the do-it-all handle. This was the creator kit. Best money I ever spent. I think it was $500, and that's a lot of money. But I've gotten my money out of this thing. I've used it for just about every shoot. And if I ran out the door today and I had to shoot something, this is what I'd run out with, especially if the shoot had to count. Now, I would bring a second camera. I've been doing that a lot lately, where I've been just setting up a second camera and just running it just in case, for a backup, and then using it for maybe close-up video. So this one would shoot the scene, then I would put the wide-angle lens. Now, if I replace this camera, almost everybody, including me, is going to say that this needs to come with a standard wide-angle lens. There were a bunch of different lenses that came out for this little bad boy right here. One of them came with the media kit, but I bought some for from my Pocket One, so the original Pocket. So that's my kit for that. These are all magnetic. These are some wide angle. That's a Ulanzi wide angle. And then I have, it's right there. And then I have a couple of really light NDs. I got ND4 and ND8 to kind of bring down the stops. So, and then I also have a CPL and this is that's my filter. I haven't been using it. I should keep it on there, but I can't use that in the wide angle at the same time. This is my UV filter. So when those really hot shots in the morning where the sun is really bright, I should be running this filter right here, and I'm not. But those are the filters that I use for the Pocket. I just love the Pocket. I actually was looking for another one. I was like, you know what? Instead of looking for a whole other camera, I'm just going to go on the aftermarket. I'm going to go, because nobody uses their cameras as much as me, their pocket camera, nobody. And I'm just going to find somebody's camera that's been sitting in their drawers, in their drawer. And I'm just going to, and then I'll just part it out and use the parts that are better. But that was actually one of the thoughts I had when these two cameras came out. Okay, which way am I leaning? I'm not leaning either way. I'm going crazy. Just like the video says. I do not know what I'm going to do. I don't. And when I stop knowing what I'm going to do, I do nothing. And I learned that a long time ago. Sometimes no decision is the best decision you could ever make. And that is where I'm at right now. I am leaning towards now the Action 4. I'm leaning towards it because I like the front-facing touchscreen. The new GoPro does not have a front-facing touchscreen, and I use my cameras a lot. And this camera here is basically a front-facing touchscreen. So when I'm setting up a shot, I am looking through me to the background. Okay, and that's why I like a front-facing touchscreen. So I don't care what the person over there sees. I care about what I'm seeing. So right now I can see me and I can see the background. I know my face tracking's on. I know what the settings are. I know what my battery power's at. I know all of the stuff I need to know. I can do a quick review of a video that I've shot, but it's all front-facing. And now you say, well, you can do that. You got a front-facing touchscreen with the GoPro, but I got to turn it around and I got to mess around with it. And I got to turn it back. It's to me, I mean, to me, the Action 4 is kind of where I'm leaning, but I'm just telling you, if there is a Pocket 3, which I do not know, we do not know yet. There's one that showed up on the, on the Twitter feed, and there's this one. Let me just put that up here, guys. I'm not trying to ignore you guys for sure. Here, let's put the chat box in there. I haven't put the chat box yet. Let's see if it works. Oh yeah, it's working. Really cool, man. There's your chat feed, guys. I love that. This is actually Stream Effects, so that's you guys, and it'll go blank. It just goes up for a couple of seconds right there. But what the hell was I gonna do? That's one of those things that I know what I'm doing. I'm looking for. I'm just gotta go here really quick. But yeah, let me just get in there. But I have not seen any. Let's see. I've been watching Drone Syndrome's been posting a lot of new action coming up with some of the the C-Fly drone that's possibly coming out. But we really don't know. Let's see. So here's the let's see, Osmo Pocket 3. Now there's been a couple of other Osmo Pocket cameras, and wow, there's the original Pocket 1. What a great camera that was when it first came out. It was such a huge advance in technology at the time. I bought all of the add-ons for it too. So, but I'm just looking to see if was any. Let's say Pocket 3. I'm trying to find the bear, the one with where they cover up the face. Where'd that go? Oh man, where did that? Oh, there it is right there. I found it. Most of you guys are familiar with this, and I showed it when Kai and I were doing his stream. We looked at this one. So that's the one I'm looking at, and I'm looking and seeing definitely a bigger lens, probably a wide angle. I'm sure the sucker is going to be at least 130 degrees, maybe 120 degree field of view. It's going to have probably a better battery. It's going to have a really hot screen. It's going to have an excellent touch system on it. It's going to shoot probably slow-mo. And I like to make hyperlapses as well. I haven't been able to make the best camera I ever made a hyperlapse with was the Fimi Pocket. The Fimi Pocket had an active hyperlapse. So you could go you could move the lens in the camera through the hyperlapse, really, really cool. And I think the DJI one does it, but it just goes one direction. It doesn't tilt at all. So you can move the lens, click, move the lens, click, move the lens, click, move it with the Fimi Pocket 2. And but the colors on the Fimi Pocket 2 are just not that good. So, but yeah, see you later, guys. Let's see you, Steve. Thanks for popping in. But yeah, so anyway, that's what I said. That's why I'm going mad, because I just don't know. I don't know where I'm gonna go. I just the 12 is just, like I said, I was within a click of buying the 12, and I don't know. So yeah, marketing. It's all marketing. I believe you, Third Eye. I'm an absolute sucker for marketing. But hey, how are you, Johnny? Did I say hi to Johnny? I guess I did. I'm looking through the feed. It's a little older, but yeah, it's just it's one of those things where you just don't, I don't know where I'm going to go yet, but they're good. They're both really good. I think the Action 4 and the GoPro 12. I mean, the 12 with its 8x7, really cool. I like that. I don't know how I'd use it, but I think it's cool. Yeah, save your money. I think I'm definitely there right now. And I know what I'm looking for. See, that's the thing. That's another thing, is I know what I want. I know what I already like. And that's what I like. And I'm hoping that enough other people like this, because if they don't, then we might not see another version of this. DJI they make decisions based upon sales. They've had a little bit of trouble with some of their action cameras. I think the 4 is going to be a hit for them. I think a lot of GoPro 4s, a lot of Action 4s are going to be sold. I really do. I think they're going to sell a lot of Action 4s, and I think GoPro is going to sell a lot of Action 12s. They're going to sell a lot of GoPro 12s. My brain is mixed up. So I think both companies are going to sell a lot of these cameras, because I think everybody is ready for that next camera. I think some of the drone guys, the hobbyists, are going to throw on that GoPro 12. There's going to be a GoPro. Well, there already is 11, right? A naked 11, or is it a naked 10? It's a naked 10 for sure. What is it here? Where are we at with the naked cameras? But yeah, you could get a Hero 11 with accessories with a $20 coupon. How many coupons? No coupons. $345 right now, $50 off. And the Hero 11 is basically what the 12 is. And so watch the 12 review and take out the little the little 1/4 inch screw hole. And that's it. It's got the same stabilization pretty much. So same size, and it does have the, whatever they call that. I keep forgetting that lens mod, the big 170 degree lens. But it does have it. I don't know if the 11 allowed you to link the cameras together so they're time linked. That is cool. So you can have 3 different cameras in the same car, turn them on at the same time, and you're basically synced. But $399, guys, you can't go wrong with the, I'm looking at the review. I'm looking at Amazon right now. It's just so cool. I don't know. Save your money. I know. I'm never going to do that, but I do a lot of that. Yeah, I do, not necessarily with a bike, but that's their adventure combo. I would get I wouldn't vlog with it. A very wise person already said, and I kind of already alluded to that, vlogging is supposed to be you and the camera in the audience, right? And most people, when they vlog with an action camera, the audience is being distracted by everything around them. People walking up the street, a train going by, a car, and they lose focus of what you are saying. So what we do is we blur that out and we basically get, the subject. And that's what a true vlogging camera does. It basically cuts out the background. And then of course you can bring the background in when you want to, and then you can cut it out. That's the filmmaking side of it. And these cameras can't do that. So these cameras cannot do it. And right now you can get an Action 4 for $399. You can get a GoPro 11 for $349. And both of those cameras will kick some serious butt for you. And of course, GoPro has got the magnetic system, DJI, the mag system. GoPro doesn't. I know you can do it in the aftermarket. I would get the adventure, the stick and all that stuff. They call it the standard combo with then they got a road combo with the bike stuff. I don't want to do that. All right. But like I said, the aftermarket basically takes care of, right there is your mod for the Action 3, and it's got two, quarter-inch holes there. You can mount stuff to right there, and then you can also mount with the magnets. I mean, DJI's they've got the accessory market basically taken care of. And I do like the idea of where when you change to vertical shooting, you change the camera so you're in vertical mode. To me, that's kind of that's a practical switch. So let's see, a pocket with 1 inch bit would be a big seller. They think that a 1 inch is possible. Kai talked about it. I really like the fact that Kai called him out right away and said, this 1 inch is bullcrap. It's not real. There's not going to be a 1/8 sensor on it. It's actually smaller than the Action 4. And there's the other reason why the GoPro 12 is still not better, because the Action 4 has a larger sensor. The 1/1.3 is larger. It captures more light. It is a better sensor. It is better in all lighting conditions, even though the GoPro 12 has said that they did it with software, that they were able to manage that with the same sensor and reduce the heat and the power output. So, all right. So anyway, all the reviews are doing with me is getting me more confused. So I think I'm going to go away from any more reviews. But there's just so much great stuff out there, and I don't need any of it. So I need a drone. I need a Mini 4. A Mini 4 would solve all my problems. But all right, I think that's enough of that. It's Friday, guys. It's 5:08. I think how long was I on? I've been on for about an hour. It seems like I get on an hour and I know when it's time to drop it drop it like it's Scott. I feel that was good. But I'm sorry I couldn't answer your question for you about what's better. I have multiple problems on my own right here, and I don't know which of these problems is going to be solved with what. I mean, every one of these cameras over here have an absolutely great story behind it and what it basically brought to us, And I just, I can't, even this one, like I said, this one here, this GoPro Hero, this is my first camera. I never went back to a GoPro Hero after 5 years. It's just DJI was always just a little bit more interesting. And yeah, so I have $1 aside for a Mini 4 Pro. Yeah. Hey, I'm Hey, Jim, you see that right there? You see that Air 3? I'm hoping to have them both at the same time. So I want to fly them together, just like I did with the first Mavic 3 when I flew it with the Mini 3. I thought that was kind of fun. So that's bad light. See that? See how I'm overexposed? Then you get in the right light. Bam. So Kai in here? Kai, we're trying to make a decision here, but we can't because there's too much conflicting info. And the bad stuff is starting to come out. Basically, the people saying, hey, this is the same camera as the GoPro 11. And, you know, for a quarter 20 hole, it's not worth the extra $50. Yeah. So, and we already have enough on our plate, don't we? Here, let me see if I can do a little bit there. Like to do a little bit of adjustment there, widen out that screen right there, cut out some of that middle stuff. Hey, let's move the freaking Ninja over a little bit. Guys, I love OBS. OBS is the shiz. It's so good. I mean, OBS. You know what other program can you bring in a freaking spaceship when you need one? You know, no other program. You know, and what about this? Whatever program can you bring in a flying machine? Just something that just comes out of nowhere. No, there's no other program. What other program can you just disappear and go, I'm gone? Or just come back. No other program. So, all right. But I'm out of here. I'm done. Hey, Kai, I say Action 4 is my choice. I'm leaning there. I don't want to be influenced by you, Kai. But maybe I'm better wait until if there's a Pocket 3 that comes out. But I know for sure that, like I said, when the Mini 4 comes out, I'm going to be excited. So, can you imagine, guys, this is the original camera here that I filmed. Well, it was the Pocket 1, wasn't it? Yeah, maybe it was the Pocket 1. But I was filming with the Pockets when I was doing all those walk-in vlogs. With these. I carried a little pouch, threw my camera in there, pulled it out, bam, had perfect audio, threw it back in as I was hunting for the elusive Mini 1 that kept crashing. But maybe a Pocket 3. Who knows? Somebody said the other day, they said that they still have the original Pocket 1 and it still has the original battery. And a long time ago, people said, I'm never going to buy anything without a replaceable battery. Guys, 3 years later, still going strong. I could still go out for 35, 40 minutes if the weather's right, and that camera will film the whole time. So, Kai keeps waiting for Black Friday, so he's. Oh. Kai, you got to take a chance sometimes. Come on, go get it right now. Come on, make your life better. You bought the ZV-1 without too much trouble. But, alrighty, I'm out of here. Have a great weekend. And any decision you make at this point is going to be, it's going to be good because the products are both really good. Battery life, picture quality features, touchscreen features, filming doodads, accessibility, durability, water resistance. They're all really good. And quite literally, if you bought either camera, you could argue that you have the best camera. You really could. This one ain't going into the water anytime soon. This is not waterproof. So, and believe me, I've had it in the water and I've been nervous. Let the GoPro 12 settle its issues. Does it even have any issues? Kai, are you just spreading rumors right now? Oh. I haven't heard anybody do any native vlogging with it, meaning without. Okay, here's another reason why the GoPro 12 is not as what it's cracked up to be. Headphones. Okay, so I got headphones on. I'm hooked up to the Bluetooth. Guys, did you listen to the audio coming out of that? It sounded like you were talking inside of a phone booth. And that's what the audio sounds like out of headphones. And it's not the phones, and it's not the audio capture. It's not the Bluetooth. It's the way the sound is being captured. It doesn't capture deep sound. It captures high pitched vibrating sound. So, yep, you can bring it out there. It's got a waterproof case. But yeah, so a lot of people are hyping up the audio, and I haven't really heard good what I call vlogging audio, where they're, hi, I am, so and so, and this is the most awesome audio ever in the history of vlogging cameras. Not happening. So yeah, please hit the thumb if you have not. I would appreciate that. And it is time for me to go. I really appreciate you guys on a Friday. It's so hard to basically come. And let's see. Let's go. Should I do a cool move? What's cool move? I've got this. Let's see. Latest subscriber. Who's that? Can you show them up there? All right. Check the facts and Robin's Drones. Thank you guys so much right there. We got the alert box going on. We got the GoPro. We got the Action 4 video going. Let's turn that off. That's enough of those guys. They've gotten enough of our. Oh, look at that. There's Dad Random's freaking bike logo. There's the Action 4 right there when it was being first hyped up. 1/1.3 f2.8. All right. So, all right, we're out of here. Have a good one. And see ya. Go fly for fun. Okay. Go to Johnny Drone Flyers channel. Go fly for fun. All right. Bye later. Bye.
Savior, where are Sing for me sweet lullabies.